Hi guys, and welcome back to AMCrypto. Today, I'm not going to jump into the charts, but my good friend Andreas is today here, and we will do a nice collaboration here. He's from Bitcoinsensus. Last time I was on his channel, so now I return the favor. Andres, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing absolutely incredible. Thank you, Alex, for having me on your channel. So yeah, let's get this going. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so maybe you can tell my subscribers a little bit about yourself before we jump here into the charts.
Yeah, of course. Well, I started learning how to trade in 2017. I was into the traditional stock market, the German stock market, DAX 30. It was the one that I was learning how to, how this market was having its performance and how to trade that market. So I was trading at the, almost the entire 2017 when I was learning how to trade, technical analysis and all different psychology books of trading. So I started in 2017 with traditional stocks. And then in 2018, early 2018, when we saw the crypto boom, is when I thought, wow, what is this? I heard about Bitcoin before in 2015, but like a lot of people, you see Bitcoin somewhere and just think, yeah, I'm just not going to pay any attention to this digital, magic money, So after all, I got in 2018, I thinking, wow, it seems like this is here for staying, and this has its market and you can trade it. So I got into I got the Bitcoin standard. I got some blockchain books. I started reading, also YouTube, following a lot of different technical analysts and information on YouTube about it. So yeah, in 2018, I got full into crypto. I started accumulating Bitcoin, Ethereum. So yeah, this is my story. I actually shifted from traditional stocks into crypto. So yeah, that's basically it. So now I'm still here with my YouTube channel, also on Bitcoinsensus, and still trading cryptocurrency. So that's my story.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I think everybody who was trading stocks at the time and saw that
Yeah,
the percentage gains that you can make in crypto compared to the stocks market, where you make like in over 2 years like 10%, and you make it like in a
yeah,
day on crypto. It's like a no-brainer
exactly,
to go away from the stock market. Yeah,
exactly.
that's great. Yeah, so I definitely want to see a little bit from your technical point of view what you think where the market is going to go. My subscribers already know what I'm
Yeah,
thinking. I think this is just what we're experiencing right now. When I look at it, it's just a small bump in the road. We will not go
yeah,
much lower from where we are right now. And it's just a weekend, it's a little bit volatile.
yeah.
Was expected. But yeah, I think from tonight with the weekly close, we will go straight up again. So, but yeah, let's see what you're gonna show us here.
Perfect. Yeah, if I can share the screen, I'll give you
Yeah, sure.
my perspective on what I think is going to happen. Um, so yeah, basically, I'm going to give you like the mid-long term view, and then we can do analysis like on the 4 hourly, 1 hourly to see where the price could go in the next coming days, in my opinion. So, I mean, this chart over here, I just want to keep it really, really simple because this is a pattern that I've been checking out, okay, since, late July, okay, and this is a bump and run scenario. This is this pattern over here. Let me just take you this over here like this. And basically from all-time high, we did have, a correction over here. We did come all the way here, creating a lower high in the chart. As you can see, let me just get the logarithmic out of the way. That would be it. So yeah, we basically created this resistance from these lower highs, and we did retest it, as you can see here in late July, just I think it was the 1st of August, just hitting the resistance here, getting a massive rejection, and then finally breaking it out. And this is a bump and run scenario where you have a major sell-off right over here. As you can see, this was the May sell-off. You go sideways like into an accumulation event, and then you have the massive, run to the resistance and actually breaking it. Now, I do maybe think that there is a chance that we might have a decent correction, but if we do have that decent correction, I think a major bounce, we're not going to go below $40,000 in my opinion. It is a super strong resistance, as you can see here on the chart. Okay, so we have this resistance over here closing daily candles below the $40,500 range approximately. So this was a major resistance to break. Now we finally broke it if we did have a correction, I think a major bounce from this area is inevitable in my opinion, especially, you know, with this bump and run setup over here. So that's my take on Bitcoin. I think, you know, all-time highs, you know, can be as soon as September, or maybe more realistically, potentially October. So that's my take on Bitcoin in the mid long term. So if you want, we can do some analysis now on BTC on the 4-hourly. And you know, this is not looking too good in the short term. This is the hourly chart, and we are creating kind of an ascending wedge. If we take a look at the 4-hourly, we do have some bearish divergence right over here, you know, from this high, you know, creating lower highs here on the RSI. We are creating higher highs here on the price action. This doesn't mean that this needs to break down, because I've seen many ascending wedges just getting a massive fake out over here and then continuing to the upside. So yeah, this is on the cards also. This is something just to pay attention. I wouldn't be shorting Bitcoin. I haven't been shorting it for the last couple of weeks, because we are in a massive uptrend. Even though we have some bearish signs, this might be a fake out, and then we'll continue to the upside, in my opinion, because usually an ascending wedge, you know, the target is the bottom of the wedge. But yeah, we have so much support down below that I think, yeah, potential fake outs here is very, very possible before we continue up. Another major thing where we did have this major resistance of $48,000 right over there, we just get a massive rejection. If I zoom out here on the daily chart, for example, this is exactly this golden pocket from this high over here. We got the Fibonacci extension tool, whoops, right over here. If we get from this high, you know, we did have this bounce over here, and this being a whole impulse all the way down to the 30K levels, you can see exactly that we are hitting the 62% golden pocket ratio. So yeah, maybe some type of rejection, but I think we'll be smashing it out, maybe potentially tomorrow, or definitely during the week, because the sentiment is so bullish that, yeah, just small, very short-term bearish, but I think it's going to be mainly fake outs to the downside, buying opportunities, and going to the upside. That's my short-term analysis, Alex. So
yeah, that's actually lining up exactly with what I see too.
yeah.
So I see more or less the same thing. So I don't believe that we break under 40K. I actually have on my chart. So here, you remember when I was talking on your channel, I was talking about here this support box that we had here.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is at $41,400 approximately.
Yeah, exactly.
So we could technically go all the way down there,
but we get a massive bounce from there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but I was looking back at the historical price action yesterday. I went all the way back on the daily or even on the weekly chart, and there is strong support even before that. There is here in this area, there was also some key resistance support flip in the past. And I don't believe that we will go under $43,000 actually. So because that was also on the VPVR, you can see it. If I go a little bit now back, so there you see here are big clusters. So the biggest one is here at 45,000 from the 3 bars, and just under it we have here 44 to 42.8. So and I think here the 42.8 line, that is like the line in the sand, you know, if that breaks, then we would get lower. But I don't actually believe that these two clusters here
are going to hold strongly potentially.
So here, these two clusters here on the volume profile, they are too strong support right now. I don't believe that we're going to break down under it, because when you look here back in the past, here, so here we started the impulse move the last time exactly from that cluster.
We bounced from that range.
So we had here, from here we had to move to the upside. So and then we came down, and then we had another impulse move there to the upside.
Yeah, so that should be holding very nicely, 43,000 range also. But even though I think if we did break it down, you know, there's not going to be too much time for the bears to push down to 40,000, because below 40,000 is like mission impossible for the bears to break in this scenario, I think so.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I highly doubt that this is something that is actually going to be playing out. I know there are some analysts out there They are calling for it. You know, they are saying, "Oh, we will break 40,000. We will go lower, lower low before we actually break the all-time high." I think that is a highly, highly unlikely scenario. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's been so strong as resistance to break it up. I think, yeah, it's going to hold very, very nice. I think the bulls have a lot of confidence now to continue the bull run. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want me to take a look at Ethereum.
Sure. I think a lot of my subscribers will enjoy that.
Also, yeah, I do mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum because they're the ones like that leading the market, right? So I also do some altcoins, but yeah, only just for speculation and that, but mainly Bitcoin and Ethereum. So on Ethereum, on the mid-long term, eventually very similar scenario also. I see this as a massive reversal. So I see some analysts also, not a lot of them, but saying that this is the dead cat bounce, you know, and we are going to enter the bear market. And yeah, I don't think so. I think a dead cat bounce is mainly, it happens much faster, you know, you don't have a huge accumulation and then have the dead cat bounce, right? I think that's my theory. My theory is that the dead cat bounce happens, you know, in potentially weeks and not like in 2 or 3 months, you know, before we have a run up. That's my take. So anyway, in this chart on Ethereum, what I see is a massive double bottom scenario, Adam and Eve. Okay, we have this spike over here, okay, retesting a little bit. This resistance, 2,900 has been a major resistance right over there. So we have like this huge spike, a lot of volatility. And then we have, you know, this round, huge accumulation breaking here, the 2,900. And, you know, if I take, you know, I'll take this pattern here so you can get familiar on an Adam and Eve pattern. Usually the Eve is much longer in time. Okay, this is just an easy textbook pattern to understand it, but the Eve, which is this round accumulation phase, is usually much longer than the Adam. So we've broken resistance here on this, and we did actually get a massive bounce at 2,900 just there. Just to keep it super simple, okay, for the viewers, we did get a bounce. So yeah, major pullback maybe to 2,900 is probable. We might see a week or two. I don't see this happen, but you could potentially expect it. And I think, you know, this would be the most bearish scenario, getting below 2,800, you know, very quick, you know, very quick week, a couple of weeks, a little bit of volatility, just like we saw it here. And crypto is absolutely normal, but I don't think a successful breakout below 2,900 is possible in this situation, in my opinion. So that's my long-term view here, mid-long term for Ethereum for the next coming weeks. You know, the measured move here is getting the bottom, okay, to the major resistance that we broke. And, you know, from the breakout, this is also taking us above $4,000. So we can expect $4,000 Ethereum. And I don't know, it might be a week, it might be a month, I don't know, but we should be climbing up there in the next coming weeks. So if we take a look at Ethereum on the 4 hourly, also a little bit more in the short term, I do see, you know, that we are creating like this ascending channel. We're bouncing between resistance. I was talking about this yesterday on my channel. The $3,200.50 was a major resistance, but we're going to get rejected potentially from this higher highs. And yeah, this is basically, it seems like the bulls are losing a little bit of steam in the short term. So yeah, we have in bearish divergence also here, RSI making lower highs. So maybe potential small correction, you know, to the 3,000, just above $3,000 area before we get another bounce. If we do break this support, I think, like I mentioned before, 2,900 is just going to be so strong that it's going to be mission impossible for the bears to break it, and we'll be getting a major bounce. This would be if the bearish scenario plays out. But I think the bullish case scenario maybe would be getting a massive bounce, you know, from this range, or from even coming down here to the support and then actually coming to the upside, you know, by Monday morning tomorrow. The measured move from a breakout of a channel, you know, textbook technical analysis is getting the width of the channel. So this would give you potentially the projection of the move. Getting above 3,600 if we break resistance, if we break support, could take us to the $2,800 range. And this is, you know, this is the moment that I think is going to be a great buying opportunity. This is going to happen so fast, and we're going to have a major bounce if this happens. So that's my take on Ethereum on the short term.
Yeah, that's also lining up more or less with what I'm seeing. I also think 4,000 Ethereum, it will come really quick.
Yeah,
and it will surprise a lot of people how quick it actually will happen, because
exactly.
Now that Ethereum is also experiencing a supply shock like we see in Bitcoin. So I think even $5,000 to $10,000 will happen even this year
Yeah.
pretty quick that we're gonna see that. From what I see, to the downside, I also think $2,900. I think it's 2,890 to be exact,
Yeah.
the price level. I don't think that this is gonna break.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you said, I agree that 100%. It is just too strong right now. It was also always an area for an impulse move above $1,000 in the past when we were in May there. So now it's the same scenario again.
Exactly.
So it's the same
had
scenario.
so much traffic around this area that we successfully broken out of it. So yeah, I think we're definitely gonna get a bounce, in my opinion. We could always, we could always have a breakdown, but yeah, it's very unlikely. If we're looking at the probabilities, it is unlikely.
Yeah, and even when we look on the long-term indicators, when we look on the weekly chart and we look then on stochastic RSI, we are still like around 40%. There's so much more room to go to the upside.
Exactly.
So I don't think that the bulls that have now invested so much time and money to turn it around, that they will just let it slide. We go back to like 2K or something. I think it's not gonna happen.
I think they're going to defend the levels pretty much. Yeah. I will be buying. I will be long leveraging trade if we do go down to 2,900.
Yeah, me too, with 100x. But no, of course not.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Yeah, that's great. But do you have actually also an end of year target for Bitcoin, or for the cycle that we are in, and also for Ethereum that you can share with us?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't need to share the charts, I think, for this, but I think, well, let me just share you, because I have a theory, which I have seen. It's not my theory, of course, but I've seen it from other analysts. And this is that the market cycles are extending, right? So if I share this chart over here, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. And this is basically that the market cycles are extending, from the first cycle that we had in 2010 to 2011, it was pretty sharp, really fast. It took about a year, eventually more liquidity comes into the market. It is harder to pull the markets up. So we see the second cycle here in the yellow, peaking at over $1,000. Late 2013, and then we have the third cycle peaking at almost $20,000. And now I think that the market cycles are extending, but the adoption worldwide is growing so fast. Last year we were at 100 million users using Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Now it's over 220 million. I saw last month. So we are growing over 80% every single year. So and it's even faster now. So I think that this potential correction, the people that are getting in are going to take advantage to buy this up, and there will be a FOMO moment, and potentially not at the end of the year, maybe at the beginning of 2022, first quarter or second quarter is my take. And for Ethereum, I'm going to be for Bitcoin, I'm going to be pretty conservative, Alex. And I think $120,000 is a conservative target. My my aggressive target would be almost hitting $200,000 for Bitcoin. So that would be in between 120 and 200,000. And maybe Ethereum, I think Ethereum will definitely break the $10,000 level for this cycle. Maybe it's going to be first quarter or second quarter. I don't see it peaking in November, December. I think there's going to be a little bit of more extension here on this market cycle.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm definitely excited about this. So for Bitcoin, it's more or less the same. My conservative target is around $160,000 from historical data. It points to that it goes around 140, 160,000 conservatively. And my high target would be around $260,000, $300,000 actually.
Yeah. This is like the stock to flow model, X model. Right.
It's also lining up, but that's what my gut is telling me, so where we might be. So if everything was really crazy.
Exactly. Nobody knows exactly where we're going to go, but it could go, you expect the unexpected. So, I mean, $400,000 Bitcoin is also in the cards, and everybody is going to be like, damn, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, expect the unexpected in crypto, definitely. So
yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you really much, Andreas, for coming on my channel today. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed the content that we were sharing in our collaboration. Don't forget, if you're an experienced trader and you want to take advantage of the trade codes that either Andres or me are sharing on our channels, you can go in the pinned comment below and click there on my Bybit link. It is still a little bit time left for the $1,610 bonus that you can claim after initial deposit. And otherwise, yeah, Andres, I hope I see you soon again and that you enjoy your Sunday.
Thank you. You too, Alex. I'll definitely be coming. We'll be definitely doing more collaborations in the future. That is for sure. We have very similar analysis, so it is also very good to share our knowledge in the market. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and then I like I said, I hope you enjoy your Sunday, Andres. And guys, you know it already. As usual, I see you tomorrow.
Right. Thank you.